A kiss. It's something we do all the time, right? But it's actually one of the most complex, fascinating behaviors we have. So, today we're going to break it down. We're going to dive deep into the evolutionary anatomy of the kiss.
Seriously, have you ever really stopped to think about it? A kiss can be a simple hello, a sign of deep affection, or this huge, passionate moment. But why? Why this specific action? What's the deal with pressing our lips together? That's exactly what we're going to explore. We're going to peel back the layers and see what's really going on beneath the surface of this seemingly simple act.
Okay, so where do we even begin to unravel this? Well, our first stop might surprise you. It's biology. The first big idea we're going to look at is that a kiss is way more than just romance. Think of it as a piece of ancient, sophisticated technology, a primal chemistry test, if you will.
Yeah, you heard that right, a chemistry test. A kiss is kind of like the original data transfer. I mean, long before we had dating apps or personality quizzers, our ancestors had this direct biological line to a potential partner's resume. It's a whole process called mate assessment. And the craziest part? It's all happening subconsciously. You don't even know your brain is doing it. So how does this chemical interview actually work? Well, when you kiss someone, you're swapping saliva, and your brain immediately gets to work. It's analyzing these things called MHC genes, which are super important for a strong immune system. And get this, the science suggests we're actually attracted to people with different MHC genes than our own, which was a clever way to give potential kids a stronger defense system. But that's not all. Your brain is also sniffing out pheromones that signal health and fertility, and even picking up little clues about their lifestyle from taste and smell. It's like a full biological workup in just a few seconds.
So, you know that feeling, that spark, or maybe the complete lack of a spark after a first kiss? That's not just in your head. That's literally your ancient brain crunching all this complex chemical data and spitting out a verdict. Yep, proceed, or nope, abort mission. It's biology making a snap decision. But that's just one piece of this puzzle. There's more to it.
All right, let's move on to our second big clue. Because kissing isn't just about screening a new partner. It's also absolutely crucial for maintaining a relationship. It's the ultimate bonding tool. It's what builds trust and deepens that connection over time. And to understand how, just look at this number, 80 million. That's how many bacteria on average are exchanged in a single 10-second kiss. Now, I know that sounds kind of gross, but hang with me, it's actually a really good thing. When you share all that bacteria, you and your partner start to develop similar communities of microbes in your mouths. This can actually boost both of your immune systems. So you're literally biologically getting in sync with each other.
Okay, so how does swapping bacteria turn into, feelings? Well, it's this amazing chain reaction. It all starts with the fact that you have to be super close and vulnerable to kiss someone, right? That intimate proximity triggers a flood of hormones in your brain. We're talking about oxytocin, that's the one everyone calls the love hormone, and another one called vasopressin. These are the exact same chemicals that help bond a mother and her baby. They create these powerful feelings of attachment and security, which reinforces the emotional connection, which, of course, makes you want to do it all over again. It's just a perfect little feedback loop designed to keep you close.
All right, so let's recap. We've got two really powerful ideas on the table. A kiss is a biology test, and it's a social bonding tool. And this leads us right to the heart of the great debate when it comes to kissing. Is it nature or is it nurture? Are we born with this instinct, something hardwired into our DNA? Or is it something we just learn from the world around us?
So let's look at the two camps. On the nature side, the theory is that kissing actually evolved from a super primal behavior called kiss feeding. That's where mothers would chew up food and then pass it to their babies' mouths. So this act, which starts with nourishment and care, eventually becomes a symbol for affection. But then you have the nurture side, and they make a really good point. Romantic kissing isn't universal. There are some human cultures that historically just didn't do it. That suggests it might be a learned behavior, a cultural symbol, not a pure instinct.
So, which is it? Is it a deep-seated instinct or a clever cultural invention? Well, you've probably guessed it by now. When it comes to human behavior, it's almost never a simple either-or answer. To really get it, we have to put all the clues together and look at the whole evolutionary picture.
And the verdict is in. It's not nature versus nurture. It's nature and nurture. They work together. The kiss is this incredibly complex thing that evolved in layers, with each layer adding a totally new function and a new layer of meaning.
You can almost see it happening over thousands of years. It starts with that primal instinct, right? The one for nourishment and closeness. Then, that instinct evolves into a practical tool for mate selection, our chemical interview. After that, our increasingly social brains adapted it as a way to keep our relationships strong. And then, finally, culture comes in and drapes all this rich, symbolic meaning over the top of it, creating the kiss that we know and recognize today.
So you see, a kiss is never just a kiss. It's this whole conversation that's happening on all these different levels, biological, social, emotional, all at the same time. It's this one single act that tells the entire story of our evolution, from a basic instinct to this deep, profound connection. And that just leaves one final thought for you to take away. What will your next one say?